Having Venus in Aries in the 8th house means someone is passionate and assertive, with a strong desire for deep connections in relationships. In terms of personality, they are bold, enthusiastic, and fearless in pursuing their interests. They may show possessiveness and intense affection towards their loved ones, which may come across as overbearing for some. In relationships, they seek intensity and transformation. They're eager for emotional bonding and are never afraid of addressing difficult issues in partnerships. Their love life is often a catalyst for deep personal change, propelling growth through the challenges and joys of intimacy. Regarding career influence, they might excel in professions that require courage, leadership, and resilience, such as emergency services or a startup environment. Other suitable areas include transforming financial sectors like investment banking or estate management, which resonate with the transformative nature of the 8th house. Strengths associated with this placement include being fiercely loyal, courageous, and enthusiastic. They are seen as dynamic and full of vitality, which works to their advantage in both personal and professional settings. However, there are challenges. They may struggle with impulsiveness and a tendency to rush into situations without fully considering consequences. They can also become possessive or overly intense in their relationships. The significant growth lesson for individuals with Venus in Aries in the 8th house is to cultivate patience and learn to pace their energy. Balancing their natural intensity with the needs of others can lead to deeper, more fulfilling relationships and a more nuanced approach to their passionate pursuits. Having Venus in Taurus in the 8th house indicates a strong desire for physical and emotional security. This placement tends towards practicality and stability in their personality, valuing comfort and consistency. They yearn for deep, meaningful connections in relationships and view partnerships as an opportunity for personal growth. In intimate relationships, Venus in Taurus in the 8th house individuals are loyal and committed. They crave intensity, yet remain steadfast and devoted. They enjoy the sensual side of relationships and take pleasure in tactile expressions of love. However, they may struggle with possessiveness or jealousy, needing to learn to navigate trust and release control. In careers, these individuals tend towards professions involving finance, research, or psychology. They have a knack for understanding the value of things, making them potentially good at asset management or investment. Strengths of this placement include a strong will and staying power in relationships and jobs, an ability to connect deeply with others, and a practical, stable approach to life. Challenges may come from an intense desire for control, which could manifest as possessiveness or difficulty letting go in relationships, or a fear of financial instability. As far as personal growth, understanding their possessiveness and tendency to control, and learning to trust more, are important lessons. Embracing change and learning the value of flexibility versus control can lead to significant growth. They also need to learn that their worth is not tied to their material possessions or financial stability. Venus in Gemini in the 8th house speaks to a personality that is driven by intellectual stimulation and profound experiences. This placement suggests a mentally curious, imaginative, and expressive character who craves deep emotional connections and the exchange of ideas. They are quick-witted and capable of adapting swiftly to changing circumstances, but might struggle with indecisiveness or superficial connections. In terms of relationships, individuals with this placement may be drawn to partners who can engage their intellect. An exciting discourse can be compelling for them. It's not just about romance, they need mental stimulation for a relationship to truly satisfy them. However, their affections may tend to be fickle due to their dual Gemini nature. As for career influences, these individuals are suited to endeavors that involve in-depth research, uncovering hidden truths, or managing resources. They could excel in fields such as psychology, finance, or investigative journalism. Their innate curiosity and ability to see different perspectives can be a great advantage. One challenge for these people may come in maintaining focus and depth in relationships and careers. They may also struggle with gaining true intimacy due to their need for change and intellectual stimulation. However, the lessons and growth can be profound. As they learn to balance their curiosity and intellect with emotional depth, they can experience personal growth and rich, rewarding relationships. They will learn the power of transformative relationships and the importance of using their intellect to navigate these experiences. This placement offers the potential for an intriguing and enriched life, full of ongoing intellectual exploration and deep emotional connections. Venus in Cancer in the 8th house signifies a personality that desires deep, emotional bonds. These individuals are sensitive, nurturing, and protective. They are often empathetic, offering emotional support to others. However, their protective nature can sometimes be perceived as clinginess or a lack of independence. When it comes to relationships, they seek partners who provide safety and emotional intimacy. They may struggle with trust issues and tend to be possessive, but when secure in a relationship, they are extremely loving and loyal. Needing emotional reassurance, they may cling to destructive relationships out of fear of being alone. In terms of career, positions that allow them to tap into their instinctual understanding of authority, emotional needs are usually enticing. They can excel in fields like psychology, counseling, real estate, or any profession involving family or domestic affairs. One of the strengths of these individuals is their ability to connect with others on a deeply emotional level. They can be great nurturers, and their profound sensitivity makes them empathetic towards others' pains. However, they can also be overly emotional, and struggle with setting boundaries, which can cause emotional fatigue. A challenge for these individuals can be vulnerability. They fear letting go and showing their true emotions, which could lead to potential struggles in their relationships. Personal growth lessons for individuals with Venus in Cancer in the 8th house involve learning to trust others and themselves. They need to realize that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness but a pathway to deeper connections. Also, setting healthy emotional boundaries can help them maintain their mental and emotional health. Venus in Leo in the 8th house suggests a passionate, loyal, and dramatic personality. This individual may enjoy being in the spotlight, receiving affection, and may possess a strong desire for intense emotional experiences. However, they may also struggle with pride or attention-seeking behavior. In relationships, this placement suggests a person who seeks deep connections and tends to invest heavily in their partner. They are likely to be warm, generous, and may have a tendency to dominate the relationship. They might also have a flair for the dramatic, which could manifest as jealousy or possessiveness. Regarding career influences, they could thrive in any role that allows them to take the lead and showcase their passion. They may excel in creative or artistic fields or in positions that involve managing or handling other people's resources. Strengths linked with this placement could be a strong determination, creativity, resilience, and a loving nature. Challenges might include a tendency to be overly dramatic, excessive pride, or struggles with acknowledging their vulnerabilities. For personal growth, these individuals need to learn to balance their need for attention with the importance of addressing their deficiencies and admitting when they need help or are in the wrong. They also need to learn to embrace vulnerability, allowing for deeper connections and personal development. To do this, they should strive to cultivate humility, develop patience, and nurture a balanced view of their personal expectations and the reality of their situations. Ultimately, Venus in Leo in the 8th house invites one to balance their proud Leo nature with the introspective nature of the 8th house, creating a warm and generous individual with deep emotional strength and resilience. The individual with Venus in Virgo in the 8th house is analytical and detail-oriented. They prefer practical expressions of love and enjoy solving problems. Trust forms the core of their relationships, valuing open communication. They may hold high standards for their partners, making them seem critical. Their relationship tendencies lean towards fidelity and loyalty. They are drawn to individuals who are intelligent and well-rounded, who can stimulate their minds. However, they might struggle with expressing emotions easily, which could lead to potential misunderstandings. In terms of work, they may excel in careers requiring analytical skills, such as finance, research, or data analysis. They have a knack for tackling complex problems, making them valuable team members. Potential challenges may be their inborn criticality and perfectionistic tendencies, which might lead to stress and dissatisfaction. The strengths of this placement are a strong sense of commitment, acute analytical thinking, and practicality. Searching for perfect solutions may lead to them feeling unsatisfied or overcritical. Lessons for personal growth involve learning to accept imperfections in themselves and others, finding balance between their high standards and the realities of human nature. The ability to express their emotional needs openly can also contribute significantly to their personal and relational growth. Overall, Venus in Virgo in the 8th house suggests a personality that values mental stimulation, practicality, and loyalty in their personal and professional relationships, alongside a deeply analytical mind and a focus on maintaining high standards. Venus in Libra in the 8th house suggests a personality that values deep, meaningful relationships and seeks harmony in intense areas of life. There is a natural charm and grace in navigating emotional and financial partnerships, with a strong focus on balance and fairness. This placement often draws people into transformative experiences through love and connection. In relationships, there is a desire for deep intimacy and mutual trust. Love is experienced as a transformative force, with a focus on creating partnerships that are both emotionally and spiritually fulfilling. There is a tendency to idealize partners and strive for perfection in relationships, which can sometimes lead to avoiding conflict or difficult conversations. The need for fairness and harmony is strong, but vulnerability may feel intimidating. The 8th house influence highlights a fascination with shared resources, emotional depth, and personal transformation. Careers may involve working with finances, counseling, law, or artistic fields that explore profound themes. There is a talent for managing joint ventures and finding beauty or balance in challenging situations. This placement often inspires trust and cooperation in professional and personal settings. Strengths include diplomacy, emotional intelligence, and the ability to create harmony in complex situations. Challenges involve addressing fears of dependency or control and embracing vulnerability without losing balance. The lesson is to integrate Libra's need for harmony with the 8th house's demand for depth and authenticity. By confronting emotional fears and fostering trust, this placement can achieve profound personal growth and fulfilling relationships while making meaningful contributions to the world. Venus in Scorpio in the 8th house signifies a passionate, intense, and secretive individual. This person is usually drawn towards mysteries, the hidden aspects of life, and has a strong interest in things which are considered taboo or forbidden. They prefer deep, meaningful relationships over superficial ones and won't hesitate to end a relationship if they sense insincerity. Above everything, they value loyalty and honesty. In terms of relationships, they have a knack for attracting powerful, complex people. Their romantic relationships often transform them in significant ways because they profoundly bond with their partners. They seek deep emotional and physical connection, and anything less can leave them feeling unsatisfied. Career-wise, these individuals do well in professions related to wealth management, psychology, detective work, the occult sciences, or even crisis management. Their keen interest in unearthing the truth and solving complex puzzles make these fields suitable. This placement offers strengths of resilience, deep insight, and the ability to deeply connect with others. But these individuals may struggle with jealousy, obsessiveness, and difficulties in letting go. The transformative experiences in their relationships often lead to personal growth. Personal growth lessons involve learning to let go, develop trust, and avoid needless power struggles. Patience and openness to vulnerability would be pivotal for their emotional well-being. Embracing their inherent intensity but learning to express it in healthy ways can help them navigate relationships and life more effectively. Having Venus in Sagittarius in the 8th house, one could be adventurous, enthusiastic, and deeply curious. This combination suggests an open-minded personality that enjoys exploring uncharted territories, philosophies, and truths, also attracted to deep, transformational experiences and concepts like rebirth and regeneration. Personality-wise, these individuals tend to be optimistic, often looking at the bigger picture. They're honest and sincere but could be perceived as blunt, which can challenge their interpersonal relations. In terms of relationships, Venus in Sagittarius in the 8th house suggests partners who can engage intellectually, offer freedom and growth, and meet their profound desire for deep intimacy, may attract this person. They might rush into relationships due to their adventurous spirit, which can lead to potential heartbreak. However, they view these as opportunities for growth and wisdom. Career-wise, they may be drawn to professions requiring deep investigation or search for truth. This may include psychology, detective work, philosophy, and financial sectors. They might also be attracted to jobs that provide a certain level of risk or mystery. Strengths associated with this placement may include open-mindedness, enthusiasm, and fearlessness in addressing taboo subjects. On the challenge side, these individuals may struggle with commitment, impulsivity, and the tendency to be blunt or tactless. Personal growth comes from learning to slow down and evaluating the potential outcome in their relationships and career choices. Harnessing patience and understanding the value of commitment can result in lasting relationships and success. However, maintaining their uniqueness and independence is equally important to their growth. Venus in Capricorn in the 8th house suggests a pragmatic, reliable, and ambitious personality. This person likely appreciates structure, values responsibility, and has a natural talent for management and organization. However, the placement also indicates potential challenges, such as resisting change and having a tendency to be overly conservative. In relationships, this person is likely serious and committed. They desire long-term stability and can be somewhat reserved or guarded until trust is established. However, once trust is built, their bond is highly enduring. In terms of career influences, this placement suggests an inclination towards fields that require discipline and strategic planning. Financial planning, real estate, and business are potentially good fits. The combination of Venus, Capricorn, and the 8th house suggests strong potential for financial growth through smart investments or inheritance. The strengths associated with this placement include loyalty, resilience, and practicality, while the challenges include an excessive focus on stability, fear of the unknown, and emotional guardedness. Personal growth lessons may involve learning to take more risks, being open to emotional intimacy, and understanding that change, though unsettling, is often necessary for growth. Respecting emotions, both their own and others, and understanding the power and beauty of vulnerability could be significant influences leading to personal growth. The overarching theme for someone with Venus in Capricorn in the 8th house is one of balancing their natural desire for control and stability with the unpredictability of life and the complexity of human emotions. Having Venus in Aquarius in the 8th house indicates a unique, independent, and intellectual personality. You often think outside the box, valuing freedom and advocating for change. You find beauty in varied perspectives, making you a natural at sparking debate and challenging set rules. This can, however, lead you to come off as detached or unemotional in personal relationships. When it comes to romance, you value intellectual stimulation and prefer partners who challenge norms. You do not rush into relationships, prioritizing friendship first. Mutual respect and shared values form a solid foundation for your relationships. At times, however, your need for independence might be seen as aloofness, making it hard for others to understand you. In terms of career, Venus in Aquarius in the 8th house suggests you might excel in fields related to transformation, such as psychology, finance, or social reform. You get a deep sense of satisfaction from pioneering changes in society, making you a natural reformer. While Venus in Aquarius strengthens your intellectual abilities, the placement in the 8th house may make it difficult to reveal your deepest thoughts. Further growth can be achieved by learning to balance commitment within relationships and navigating through emotional depths with ease. This combination typically leads to a life full of learning and adaptation. It pushes you to evolve continually and challenge existing systems. Remember, vulnerability and emotional openness are just as vital and powerful as intellectual strength and independence. An individual with Venus in Pisces in the 8th house is generally compassionate, intuitive, and sensitive. This placement amplifies emotional receptivity, often allowing empathy for others' feelings. As a result, these individuals may gravitate towards careers in counseling, healing, or spiritual guidance, where their intuition and empathetic nature prove valuable. In relationships, they exhibit a deep emotional understanding. They tend to form intense, soulful connections. Despite their desire for profound relationships, these individuals may struggle with setting healthy boundaries, leading to potential conflicts or power imbalances. Their financial situation may fluctuate or involve others, such as investments or inheritances, as the 8th house governs other people's resources. They might have a knack for intuitively understanding financial markets and trends, influencing their career choices. The challenges for people with Venus in Pisces in the 8th house mainly revolve around managing their emotional depth. Their heightened sensitivity can lead to overwhelming emotions, or they may absorb others' emotions too easily. Their greatest strengths lie in their profound empathy and ability to connect on a deep emotional level. Their intuition can serve them well in both personal and professional aspects of life. For personal growth, they may need to learn setting boundaries, regulating emotional intensity, and distinguishing their own feelings from those of others. Recognizing when to detach can help to protect their mental and emotional well-being. Balancing their instinct to help others with personal needs is also an important lesson.